bench.
Anything for you, Drew.
It's my fault. I'm trying to make up.
As long as you play another song. So I'm Edie, not Eddie.
I know. Yeah, I'm not so good at that. Sorry.
This will not be an unhappy poem. There are lots of those already. Poems about sadness and heartbreak, about death and discrimination. There are too many poems that make my stomach ache and my body squirm, and I'm guilty because I snap and nod and make appropriate empathetic noises and act as though I'm coming to understand something deeper than myself until sometimes even I'm convinced. Because when faced with pain, we sympathize, and with anger we unite, and there's something encouraging in that solidarity, something beautiful in that unity, but let's face it. I'm a woman in a minority, sure, first-generation child of immigrant parents of this great nation, and yes, maybe I could have had a better childhood, and maybe my parents could have loved me more, and maybe my peers could have accepted me more, and sure, I could tell you about that one time I was really angry in that bookstore near DuPont because someone dared to mock feminism and empowerment and made me feel marginalized, but this will not be an unhappy poem. This poem will not ask you to be angry on my behalf. This poem will not shame you because some of my experiences have been a little bit harder than some of yours, maybe. This poem is about waking up on Saturday morning. You're 6, maybe 7, and the house smells like coffee and pancakes with syrup, and your parents are at home in the kitchen and they love you and there are cartoons on TV and no school tomorrow. This poem is about riding your bike Saturday afternoon, or blowing bubbles, or flying a kite. The sun burns hot, but you're too young to worry about skin cancer and going too fast for the rays to catch you anyway. And just when you're about to collapse from thirst and exhaustion, you arrive at the door, drop your bike on the sidewalk, and inside, you and your friends gulp down glasses of cool water and beg for ice cream money. And this afternoon, the grown-ups say yes. This poem is about sleepover Saturday night, with scary movies and video games full of unbeaten levels, or nail polish and someone's mom's old makeup and glamorous old dresses and glittery stickers as far as your eager hands can reach. And tonight, you don't have to worry about the monsters underneath the bed, in the closet, because you've got too many worlds to conquer and cookies to eat that you don't even realize when you fall asleep. This poem isn't about my experiences. Those weren't my experiences, not exactly. My childhood was better characterized with classical piano and rice pours and ice cream sandwiches and enjoyed outdoors, and maybe they weren't your experiences either. But the stories I heard convinced me that they were somebody's unadulterated, uncomplicated, idyllic Saturday, and that's still something to appreciate, because there's still so much joy here underneath the layers and layers of oppression and injustice that scratch up the rose-colored lenses with which I want to view the world. This poem is about more than carpe diem. It's about the joie de vivre and how the joy in the living can feed off of and back to each other when we let them do so. This poem is for that long hug I got today. Even if it didn't fundamentally alter my life or even my day, it felt good anyway. And this poem is for the way it feels to stand in front of a really, really big waterfall. The way the mist soaks you all the way through to your core, and when you close your eyes, you can't tell where your body ends and where the water begins, and maybe it sounds like a cliche, but as you walk away, you wonder if this is what it feels like to be saved. And this poem is for when you encounter something someone else created that perfectly reflects your internal turmoil, and you feel lighter because someone out there can understand and relate. And this poem is for you and for me. In that time we took a break from slaying society's dragons and fighting our own inner demons to acknowledge that there are a lot of unhappy poems out there in the world, and yet there's still so much to celebrate.